Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joy. Today I had to get on here. So with all the deaths of rappers, in most cases, totally preventable deaths that have been happening. The latest King Von, and they believe it was Mo. I just want to get on here and prop up some of the positive energy coming out of the rap game for once, because it is happening. It is out there. So, unfortunately, it starts with a little bit of the downside of the story, which is that Teyana Taylor hopped up on Instagram yesterday and basically spent 10-15 minutes announcing her retirement, saying that she was done with music, not getting the support she needed. I remember seeing Teyana Taylor. I will admit, the first time I remember knowing her was on Super Sweet 16 on MTV. But since then, she's had a contract since she was 15, 16. Been dancing. I mean, I saw her in that Kanye video where she was dancing. One of the best dancers I've personally remember seeing, who can also sing. I think her first label she signed to was for, I said I was going to look this up, but I ended up not doing it, for the first 6 years, and then she was signed to Kanye's label, at least in 2018, because I remember her expressing frustration back in 2018 when Kanye did like the 7 albums in 7 weeks or something he did during that summer, and Teyana Taylor's album, Keep the Same Energy, got caught up in all that. So she's been frustrated for a while. I do understand why she's announcing this retirement. I don't personally listen to her music. I gotta admit that, or otherwise I'd be lying. But she has fans out there. So it's sad for this news to come out. But the good part that I want to share is that The Game, rapper out of LA, The Game came out and he wanted to show his support after she announced she was retiring from music. Which, I'll be honest, I cannot recall a lot of this actually happening between artists in general. Like, how many times you see the paragraph, damn near short essay The Game wrote to Teyana. You don't see this a lot. First of all, it's a competitive industry. You're vying for number one. If you're in even a semi-similar genre like rap or hip hop with The Game, urban charts, whatever you want to call it, R&B, hip hop with Teyana, you don't see a lot of this camaraderie. And then definitely not between what I would say rappers. Teyana's not necessarily a rapper. She does rap. She's more hip hop, sings. Game definitely raps. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you may see it between like male rappers. Definitely, like if somebody spits a fire verse, you're always Kendrick's always getting props, Jay-Z's always getting props, Kanye's always getting props from other male rappers, and you might see it between female singers and female rappers like Beyonce and Megan. Nicki's always giving props. Unfortunately, Mulatto and Doja have been getting props this year from female singers and rappers in The Game, but it just, for some reason, doesn't tend to cross over gender. I think it's because of some of what has been manufactured in the media and on social media too, that men can't show women love, or there's this animosity between black men and black women. I don't play into that, and so one of the other reasons I wanted to prop up what Game said here. So Game took to Instagram and said, let me scroll here. TT, this is long. TT at Teyana Taylor. This message is from the young Game, who met a very young, talented black girl with the biggest voice I'd ever heard in my life on a cold night in New York City. Teyana's from New York City. I don't remember how many years ago. The first time I heard you sing, I knew what you were, and also knew it was only a matter of time before you were a superstar. You signed to FRL, and I remember how bad you wanted the world to hear your voice. You were writing day in and day out in studio every single day, trying to perfect your craft. But sometimes amazing things take time, so you waited and continued to be you. Time passed and I had a tour coming up in Europe, so I invited you to come and open up. Even though my fan base there knew nothing about you, I watched from the side of the stage as you won the crowd over one city at a time for 2 months. When we came back to America, your confidence had grown even more and added you had an added energy to apply to your music and everything you were. You were signed to at Kanye West, and I remember how excited you were to start a new chapter. Time passed again, but you were patient. You never stopped being amazing and kept your head up as you progressed in your talent. You met at Iman Shumpert, started a family, and became the woman I always knew you'd be. A mother, a wife, and still one of the greatest talents I've ever known. Damn, this man. I told this man wrote a short essay. I always told you were one amazing project away from your destiny, and then it came. Quote the album, end quote, your classic, Undeniably You. This is one she released recently. Remember, she looking like Iman. Iman, is that what I'm saying? Y'all don't know all of her names. I never know these people's names. I swear, I watch all kinds of trivia, and I'm a Jeopardy diehard, but I can't name them. I fail you every time. Undeniably You, a body of work that was clearly the best R&B album of the year. You know it. I know it, and so does your fan base. I believe Cardi actually just came out and said Teyana had the best album of the year. I'm going to throw up that tweet if I can find it, but I did see that. So Cardi also came out and said Teyana had the best album of the year. Goes on to say, live in your glory and never be detoured by the minds of those weakened by this watered down era of appreciation. You know, I know firsthand about being the underdog as the odds have been stacked against me my entire career. But we didn't get where we are by things going exactly the way we thought they would. We made it here because we believed in our craft when no one else did. I say all this to say your gift is so appreciated, and as your big bro, that's nice. That truly is nice. I want you to know you are truly one of the best artist people inside and outside of music I've ever known. Never tip the crown, queen, love. And he does the prayer hands. Dang. Wow. I mean, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say one might want to watch out with the game. All this. It sounds like they might have had a little flame when they were, you know what I'm saying? It is probably none of that is true. Let me just quit. But this is very nice because it's obviously they've had a long-term friendship. Game is showing her all the love on here, and it is. I like it. And again, I told you the motive behind all this is just Teyana has not felt appreciated. She's not felt like she's gotten, she just said in her Instagram video, the marketing that she's due, that she has to beg for a video budget, that she's like writing everything, producing everything herself, that they were sending her a CD with just the beats on it saying, here you go. So rightfully so. And I'm glad to see that Game is actually out here supporting her. I think is what like we need here at the end of 2020, just this public display on the internet right here. And again, I told you, I think this gender war that is happening online and in academia has been manufactured by academia and media. Otherwise, they wouldn't be relevant if they didn't have this war, these competing ideologies to keep people talking and theorizing. I will say for a second, I was like, why did Game have to post this online? Then I stopped being cynical. And I was like, sometimes the praise, I think in the recognition, it has to be public. It means more when it is public. As much as he wrote, and the Game doesn't sound like something a publicist would throw together. You know, these are, what he's talking about is only stuff the Game would know. So I think that means more that it was public. And I'm sure like Teyana's gotten the private messages from people across the industry. Gotten a lot of public support from the Black community. And I think at this point, like the prevailing, yet again, false narrative that Black men only prefer and only want to praise non-Black women, you know, moments like this, you get to flush that down the toilet. And it's obviously not, it's less fuel in those flames. And anyway, I just wanted to recognize the shout out, recognize what the Game did here. Though this news is like bittersweet because Teyana's announcing her retirement, I think it's positive news that we could put on the timeline. But let me know what you think both about Teyana's retirement and what the Game had to say here. If we need to see more of that love on the timeline, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.